away we go. Season 3. After a small 2-year hiatus, I'm bound and determined to make a shitty podcast every week.
Went
Yay.
into hibernation.
Yeah. It's like COVID or something. So I have a guest this week, Jeffrey John Mocock. Yay.
Hello.
He lives at 145. So I don't know your address. Another week, quick podcast. We're going to talk about Father's Day. We're going to talk about how anyone in the world could be on this podcast if we can find anyone, anybody that wants to be on. It doesn't even have to be about fishing. Whatever. Whoever finds us on the internet, you want to be on a podcast? Done. And my quest to catch a brown trout on the bat and kill. I didn't do that. And the price of gear. And Shad. We'll probably talk about Shad, so we'll do that. Let's fucking go. All right, let's talk about Father's Day. We both had an awesome Father's Day. You had your son catch a trout.
Wink. Yes.
Tell us about that. Yeah. It's pretty awesome that he, one, is casting, and two, wants to fish with you. I don't want to fish with you.
He wants to hang out with me. Yeah, he's the only one. That was the cool part, is he actually showed interest in trying to cast, so he practiced in the yard.
He's casting awesome.
I was like, okay, we'll give it a run, keeping your expectations, trying to keep them limited. And he's making like 30-yard or 30-foot casts.
It looks pretty good.
Yeah, 30-foot casts, like, hit that sprinkler head. And he's like, okay. I'm like, yeah. Okay, we're going fishing. I think we can go fishing. So that was awesome. And then when we went up to Boone, to some of the places we go a lot, where you've been a lot, Ted. And I was fully, I have plenty of leader, plenty of tippet material, plenty of thought, fully expecting that I would just be putting on new leaders and undoing birds' nests and whatever else. He didn't get he didn't put it in the tree once. He didn't, he was just like very
better
calm.
Than us.
I know. I'm like, you're doing it wrong. Let me do this. And I would immediately screw up the leader or whatever. He's good. He's asking good questions. And
that's awesome.
It was awesome. And then the river was a little bit blown out because of rain. So we went into town to Due South Outfitters. And
that's a wildfly one? You went to the wildfly one?
Yes.
Was Scotty there?
Mr. Max. No, Mr. Max wasn't there. But they were super helpful, and they kind of recommended a smaller creek to go into.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be as impacted, and it happens to be really close to PJ's place where we normally go.
Nice.
And also learned that a lot of the fish in the area where we're fishing are actually wild.
That blows my mind that the guy said that the fish that we catch, which we just assume are a bunch of dumb fucking stocked fish for us to catch them, might be a lot of wild. That's pretty.
He said especially the brown trout in there. He said most of them are born in the river.
No shit.
The little stream that we went up to, where we went into, we always thought we're all stocked. PJ thought that's where they were all stocked for sure. And he goes, no, all the fish in that stream are wild. And so we went up there. And now it's commercial break.
That didn't work. You get the idea.
Anyway, the little, we got one rainbow up there, and it was definitely a wild fish. So Miller was super excited, and
that's awesome.
I was super excited.
It's so cool. That's the fucking best.
Super awesome.
Nice.
He's hooked.
That's good.
He's invited himself to be part of the False Cast crew.
Might have to be a separate trip.
Yeah. No, he thinks he's on the team. That's all.
That's fine. He's on the team. Guaranteed teammate.
What does it take, Dad, to be on the False Cast team? Like, am I on it now? I've been like, is that?
You ever drank yourself into oblivion and shit in the woods?
He said, how did you get on it? I'm like, ugh, good question. I
I was
guess I'm a
starving.
founding member, and that's probably the only reason why. Otherwise, I wouldn't be allowed.
He's in. Jim's in. Everybody's in.
Everybody's there. You want it? Yeah,
Everybody.
sure. Yo,
Yeah, sure. I heard you got a fraternity. I want in.
I want. Might be a whippet or two laying around here.
I hate golf. Yeah, he's in. He's in. I
How do you put you in a
I
dumpster?
was I was
Yeah,
okayed
I
to
got
go
out.
fish on Father's Day, and it was a good day. Like it was a good weather day, and I could have went to the bat and kill and tried to catch this brown trout that's eluded me. I want to catch a big brown trout on the bat and kill, the wild side in Vermont. And I was like, fuck that. I'm not going to catch one. So I went to the Ausable. Instead, I drove 2 hours to the Ausable and caught four 11-inch fish.
Some nice color on some of those
They're good.
fish.
I mean, I actually was funny because I started nymphing and I had a nymph rod and I had a dry fly rod in the truck. And they started hitting the indicator. And I was
Yeah,
like, God damn it, I should have brought the other rod. And then I switched over to the Italian birds and I
there
caught
you go.
four every one on those. So it was fun. I mean, at least I caught fish, so that was good. So I'll try the bat and kill some other day. There's a there's an outfitter that I follow on Instagram. Probably should know their name. Let's say it's bat and kill outfitters, something like that. Some shit.
Oh, yeah. You get the idea.
You get the idea. You can look them up. For an outfitter, they post a picture of a fish like once every 8 days. So it's hard when they're, like Jim from New Jersey caught one. Then like 2 weeks later, they're like, Fred caught one. Like, yeah, you guys are really mopping them up. It's fucking impossible. So I'll give it another shot. All right. You ready to talk about your favorite subject? Winston rods. I mean, expensive fishing gear.
Yes. Where
Let's talk about gear's gone crazy. It's so fucking expensive. Everything is. So I looked today. Sims top end waiters, $1,000 for their top.
I I'm dreading it because
The
I
boots, yeah, mine are held together by hope and a lot of aqua seal.
yeah, I bought Aquaseal to go before we went up to Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
and I bought it in a hurry without paying attention, and I bought the small tube, and I'm like, oh, $8, perfect. Oh, damn it, I needed the
It doesn't
weight.
matter because once
This
you
isn't
crack
gonna
the
do
seal on aqua, it's done. It's gone. It turns into cement.
it. No.
And then I looked at the boots, high end, the G4 Pro, whatever the hell they're called. They're $500. So if you wanted the top end Sims
That's awful.
guide pants and boot, it's $1,500. Orvis is the same. They're like $950 for their very top end, right? All of the shit is getting crazy. And I think there's a difference too, right? Like if you fish 2 times a year, then obviously there's other options. Like I think there were a pair of Orvis waders for like $250, right? Okay, you can get those and cheap boots and stuff. Unfortunately, I feel like we're in the middle. Like
Yeah,
we're not good enough to buy the $1,000 Sims, but like I want something probably better than the $200 waders. So you're $700. I bet you're $700 for waders,
the
and
350 middle ground spot isn't there anymore.
it isn't there. That's right. I remember I bought a pair of Sims pants waders, no chest,
I remember those
and
points.
they were great for banging around the Smokies, and I think they were $250. Maybe they were 300 at them. I don't even think they were that. I remember being like, shit, $250 for
Yeah,
wait. And now if these waiters fail, I'm at least $600. At least 600.
Jim Jim buys LL Bean waders, and he
Mm-hmm.
swears by them. And he's like, "Yeah, who cares? I just throw them out and get another pair." And he aqua seals the crap out of them and
You're like
survive.
I know he's like a 2 season guy, but he fishes the same, right? Like he's got,
He
I don't know,
fishes.
call it.
He's in the river a lot compared to me.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. He's
he's got
probably in the most of all of us. I mean,
he's
maybe
got
he's
a
50
really
days.
he's got a really fishable river within 15 minutes
Yeah.
of him.
But I mean, consider what's the most days you'll probably put in them this year? Maybe
Me,
20 days. Yeah.
me, yeah, no, I'm not
Yeah.
20
Like
days in the water. I wish I
I think
was.
right now I'm probably
Oh, I
probably
guess no, not counting every
15.
day on a long. Yeah, maybe 20
Yeah.
days.
So
Yeah,
15. I'm probably gonna be 40 days, something like that in the water.
I also
with them.
promised myself I'm going to get them in the saltwater this year too, which probably is harder on them.
Good. That's good for them, probably. I'll bring this up too. I listened to the Orvis podcast and they had this woman who's the head of product for outdoor gear. So waders, jackets, shit like that. She said every time you should take them and rinse them off at least, if not, yeah, you should rinse them off with a hose. And I was like, I've never rinsed these waders off in my life.
Like, oh, good,
I
it's
don't think
not
I've rinsed a pair off ever, ever.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, okay, good luck. Nobody rinses their waders off. So yeah. So I mean there's that. And so I think like if we're in the boat we're in, everything is that expensive. And then move over to fly rods, right? You're gonna be Helios is $1,100. New Pures are $1,000 or $1,100. Um, Same thing, right? Like I know this is where you could probably whoop me and PJ's ass about it. Like I got a lot of green sticks and they're in the boat. I bought a Pure last year on sale for $850 and it's $1,000 this year. I feel
Yeah.
like I got a steal at
Yeah.
850. And I remember when I bought my 3-weight WT, that was the first nice rod I ever bought in my life, and it was $500. And I felt like I had won the lottery, like $500.
Yeah.
Now they don't make a Winston rod under like $700. You can't get in the game in
Yeah.
Winston. You got to go somewhere else. And a Helios is the same thing. I mean, if you want the top end shit, it's $1,000. So if you had $1,000 waders, $1,000 rods, $500 boots, 15, I mean, $2,500, and you put a new bag in, you're $3,000 in the water, and you're
Yeah.
naked. You don't even have any clothes on.
You haven't bought flies yet.
Exactly. And those are $5 a pop now. Shit is wild.
Tip it. That's $60 for 30 yards or whatever it is.
I almost can't understand it. I mean, I know like everyone's got better technology. You're an engineer. I'm not. Like I'm sure there's R&D and all that stuff, but I have
Nothing
to
to do with
believe
it. It has zero to do with it.
it's
I'm also in sales, and you sell things to what the market will bear. It's not. It's not.
that's a great point, right? I mean,
It's not cost plus
when
margin.
you
It's not.
dumb
It's
it
not
down to
cost plus margin.
economics, right? There's obviously the demand. I just told you I got a bunch of green sticks. Don't
It's
ask
not.
where I live.
It's
I
yeah.
buy them, right?
It's not. It's not priced because the cost of the technology has increased. It's because look at these idiots. They're willing to spend this much. I'm willing to raise my price until.
That's exactly right. On that Orvis podcast too, they were talking about, well, to develop waders, you're 2 to 3 years out, and they're really working on some new technology. And all I could think of was like, what the fuck are these going to cost? $1,500? Like, I can
Well,
only imagine.
PFAS free.
They did talk about that too, which I know is your favorite subject about they're all getting away from PFAS.
Yeah.
But if you're going to get away from PFAS, right? For those who don't know, what's PFAS?
That just means they leak a little bit now.
With the PFAS?
Without.
No, I know, but what's PFAS stand for again? A forever chemical?
Yeah, means forever chemical. Yeah.
Right. Anything that's basically waterproof.
Substances. Polyfluoroalkyl substance, I think.
Exactly. That's exactly what I said. Androgynous.
Yes.
So now they're going to make it without PFAS. These fucking waders are going to be $2,000 because they had to come up with a new chemical that kills us and call it something else. So I can't even imagine what like 2 years from now is going to be. So I think like if you want to just get in the game, you can get in the game cheap with frog tog waders, Elo bean waders, the baseline level rod. But if you're anything like, put us in the dumbass bucket that we fish enough that we get in the middle. Fuck.
I feel like I need a nicer rod. Yeah.
Right. It's, just like you said too, the way they sell it is like, well, this is the low end rod. If you really want to step up to the Helios over here, now you're throwing the goddamn thing in the pond. You're like, oh, nice. So, $1,100 nice.
I talked myself out of the Helios, which was pretty easy to do, but
I have not thrown one. I don't know, but I know I didn't talk myself out of any new Winstons.
I can't even get you to throw
I have a Recon, but it's my Euro nymph rod.
Yeah.
So it doesn't count. Doesn't throw anything. Broke, don't do shit. So far this year, which I'm having a good spring, I've caught a fish on every fly rod except my Euro
Seriously?
nymph.
You were ready to sell it at the end of the season last
I
year.
was ready to sell it, and I took it to Maine. I mean, this is for another podcast, probably when we talk maybe about actual fishing and not products. And I caught on my IM6, my Pure, my Air 2 5 weight, my Air 2 6 weight, and I had all these rods with me and my Euro nymph. I never took it out. I never took it out of the tube.
Well, you're targeting rising fish
I
most of the
was, but I was
time.
gonna fish the river, and then yeah, I mean the fishing was so good everywhere else. I'm like, yeah, fuck that. I
Yeah.
talked to a guy at the lodge, and he had a Euro rod. I don't know what rod he had, but he was killing him on a Euro nymph rod, and I was like, yeah, I got one. That's like the only thing I could say.
I can do that too.
I have one. They're rising in the lake though, so fuck
Right.
all that shit. So,
Yeah.
what
Uh,
else on gear? I can't even think of. Those are the most expensive things, but I think you hit it right too. I mean, flies used to be like $2 a pop. They're $5 a pop.
on
You just
peak
bought a bag. What was that bag? $150, I'm sure, if not more.
160
Right.
before tax. Yeah.
Yeah. So you
And I
can't
was
get in the
gonna,
bag game under $150.
I was eyeballing the full waterproof one, which was over 300 bucks, I think. And
That's
it didn't
the
have, it wasn't
next
as big and had less space.
that's the next bag that I want because I keep running into like my bag in the water
No,
or
I'm
in the
like, you know
rain.
what? I don't care about my stuff getting wet this much. I'm like, this is dumb. I'm not.
Yeah.
Why do I get in such deep water? What an idiot.
Well, my bag hangs in the water, even in shallow. Excuse
Yeah.
me, the beer got to me. Very unprofessional. And you're right.
Thank you very much, Tyler.
We didn't even talk about reels. The reel
Yes.
line goes from $80 to
When
8,000.
was the last time you bought fly line under 100 bucks?
Empire. That's a great point. Amazing point. Rio fly line used to be. I would replace it every 2 years, $40. Like
Yeah.
now, not only
Scientific
is there
angler.
right
Yeah.
there, not only is there every price to get it's $80 easy, if not $100.
Yeah.
There's 48 different kinds. Oh, this is a technical trout. This
Right.
is a stillwater trout. This is your nymph line, shooting head, shooting head. And it's, I mean, I'll tell you what I bought an $8 cleaning kit because I can't afford line
Yeah.
because I'm like, holy shit.
Just hoping the welded loop is still there.
Right. When I broke the Winston and I got a 6 weight and I bought a new reel for it, I was like, oh, fuck, I got to buy a line for this thing. It was almost as much as the raw. I mean, as the reel. It's like,
Will you
fuck.
throw the backing in? Maybe.
Yeah. No,
No.
you're in for a penny, in for a pound, idiot. Now you got
Yeah.
yeah. I didn't even add that cost in. So you're
The
standing in the
stupid
water at
thing.
35 hundo, I guess, maybe pushing $4,000. Just like we said when me, you, and PJ and Jim were fishing, there was probably $15,000 worth of gear.
If one of us gets lost, the gear is more valuable than anything else.
Immediately. I know what I'm saving in a fire. Documents be damned. Yeah. So good luck. If
Only
you
reason I
need
bought
new
that bag
gear.
was for the net pouch or whatever, right? Because I didn't
Right.
like my net setup the whole time.
This is going great. Hey, how much is a new net?
Yeah, I don't
If
know,
you like
$150.
if you like your fish pond fully carbon net, there's $200.
Yeah, yes. And then the whole time I'm like, well, the net fits in there good, but I hate this fucking bag. Like, I missed my other bag the whole time. There's more room in it. Like, I knew where everything was, and I'm like, this doesn't belong here. This isn't right. There's not enough room for beer in here. I guess the net works, but I mean, do I just hit the fish with a club? I don't know why are you doing that.
Yeah, just break them off when you get in. Just put that $50 tippet on.
Anyway.
That's it. That's our gear rundown for cost. It's fucking crazy. So if you're new to the game, good luck, sir. You gotta. I
Facebook
hope you don't.
Marketplace.
It's a. Pretty much. If you want to start with any good gear, you might want to hit Marketplace.
Ted has a
Otherwise,
Euro rod on special
it's only $700.
for sale.
It's
They only.
$300 off. The whole kit and caboodle. It's great. You're gonna catch so many fish with it.
Wait till after Ted's next trip to the bat and kill and check back in for maybe a
hope-
reduction.
Or broken rods. I'm coming for you. All right. It's a good podcast. I'm glad you made it.
Well,
Yay. We did it.
we did it.
One more in the books.